Shots up, no good.
We haven't seen St. Joseph, but if they beat this team, they've got to just be tremendous.
And I think they beat them by like 20. So shot's going to be up, no good. Rebounded by Dunn. Dunn with the basketball. She's going to drive and is going to have it stolen away. Here comes Cherokee now with the basketball. Shot's going to be up and no good. However, another rebound by Cherokee. That was by number 20, Rivera. And Dunn now pulls a three, and it's going to get stuck. And we're going to have the fourth time tonight. Ball will go over to Cherokee with 2:11 left, 53-33. Again, Gate City will be back in action. The girls will be back in action coming up next Friday on the 27th. They'll be at Emory and Henry College at the King Center. They'll be taking on Honaker. Boys will be back in action. They'll be in Florida coming up on the 27th, 28th. We'll have a little bit to talk about that in terms of coverage of their games coming up after Christmas. So, and also just a reminder, folks, last day of voting for the Premier Pharmacy Players of the Year. Make sure you go on our website and you follow that and vote. One category, Chris, changed so much that it's a 7-point difference with 44,000 votes cast.
7 points. So we've had, it was 30-some thousand Tuesday night, so we've had 10,000 votes in a couple of days.
Last day always works that way, as the shot's going to be up no good. That was by Rivera. Her free throw's up no good. It's 53-33. But, yeah, and came from 8th place to within 7 votes of the lead since Thursday. So, again.
With how many precincts is that reporting in?
Well, it's actually it went down one night. Person who does the administrator of the voting, he's like, he said he had to redo the one that does the tabulations. He said because there were so many votes coming in at one time. So
no hanging chads.
No hanging chads, though. Be interesting to see again, as there's going to be a travel on the play by Cherokee, and it's 54-33. Gate City will inbound the basketball. Despite what's happened here, again, Gate City, of course, they really played well against Riverdale. Of course, they took care of South the opening night. And, of course, this game here, you got to feel good about where the Lady Devils are going into the district.
Absolutely. And they're still playing hard. They're playing a really good team as Kendall Quillen comes down at the rebound. Yeah,
they're not going to see these teams in the Mountain 7 and the region for sure. As Steele shots up no good and rebounded by Quillen. She saved it, kicks it back up to Smith. Smith shot's no good. Another rebound by Cherokee. We're under a minute left to play. It's 54-33. There's a three-point shot's up and good. That one by Caroline Carl. She pulled the three, and it's 57-33 with about 45 seconds left. Kendall Quillen with the basketball. Again, this pressure, as you mentioned, Chris, another steal right there. With 30 seconds left, you think somebody's, but they're just going all the way to the very end as they kick it around. They're going to try. They looked like they wanted to pull a three. Going to go inside. Shot's going to be up, no good. One of the rebound. Shot's up, no good. Another rebound, and that one's going to be by Steele. And here comes Gate City. Gate City with 15 seconds left. Done. It looked like it was back tapped and went out of bounds. So 12 seconds left, 57-33. Gate City will have possession of the basketball, and they will go, and Cherokee jumps into the zone as Dunn try to get the ball inside, but it's going to be knocked away by Cherokee once again. Cherokee with the basketball, and they're going to dribble it out. It was 7-7 in the first quarter, and from that point on, it was all Lady Warriors. No easy way to say it. So, again, they even took the score down so quick. But anyway, so Gate City, great opening night win over South. Of course, they took Riverdale all the way to the very end and then fell here tonight to Cherokee. So we'll take a break, come back. We'll do the wrap-up. Again, get you scores, highlights, Again, you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
The Big Blue Boosters are a group of dedicated individuals with the help of school administrators whose mission is to enrich the Gate City athletic community by providing financial support for athletic programs by funding areas of need that are not covered by the school. In addition to financial support, the Big Blue Boosters recognizes participation in high school programs benefits everyone and promotes opportunities to build and strengthen relationships among all those involved, including the student body, coaches, teaching staff, parents, and the community. They strive to support athletic and academic excellence, create a winning school spirit, promote team unity, and maintain the history and tradition of the excellence for all student athletes at Gate City High School. Please support them and follow them on Facebook and Twitter. For exceptional Mexican food and the perfect place to stop in before heading out to watch another Gate City victory, La Carreta Express in Weber City offers a tremendous menu of authentic Mexican cuisine at a great price. La Carreta proudly supports Blue Devil Sports, and they're open 7 days a week, even until 10 p.m. every night except Sunday. So dine in with them today or give them a call at 276-386-7000 for call-in orders. Again, that's 276-386-7000. And they're located next to Weber City Drug on U.S. Highway 23 in Weber City.
A place where legends are born.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
Are you ready to retire? Or are you currently retired and not happy with your investments? Are you looking for a retirement specialist that cares about you and your needs? Look no further than James River Advisors. Our local office in Gate City is managed by Edwin Cox, and he is ready to take care of all of your needs. He believes in establishing long-lasting relationships with his clients based on trust. Edwin is ready to take care of your financial planning needs, college planning, investments, and much, much more. Give him a call today at 276-690-8014. Again, that's 276-690-8014. He's located at 122 East Jackson Street next to Dollar General in Gate City.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
This is Campbell Carter, and you're listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
The wait is over.
You are listening to the home of Blue Devil Sports. This is Gate City Sports Radio.
All right, we are back here live from Tennessee High, of course, the Viking Hall. Gate City come out on the short end, and Chris, what do you got stat-wise? Take us around.
Oh, okay, I've got Lexi Irvin with 6 points, Sam Gerald with 2, Sarah Thompson with 13, Macy Mullins with 2, and Riley Housewright with 10. When we look on the defensive side of things, Kaylee Dunn has 3 rebounds and a steal. Kendall Quillen, exactly the same thing, 3 rebounds and a steal. Lexi Irvin with a rebound, Sam Gerald with 1, Braylon Steele with 4, Sarah Thompson with 6 rebounds and 5 steals, Macy Mullins with 2 rebounds, 2 steals, Brooklyn Smith with 3 rebounds, and Riley Housewright with 2. I did a real quick total, adding it all up. Gate City wound up, I had them with 25 total rebounds compared to 27 against Cherokee for Cherokee, and I really would have thought Cherokee would have had more than that.
I think that since they were offensive rebounds versus defense, I think that's where kind of your score creeps up on you because, again, how many of those first half points that Kate Johnson scored were off of misses? You know, there was
Also, though, to show Gate City really did play good defense. They had 9 total steals in this game. Unfortunately, though, Cherokee had 12. But usually, 9 steals, that's a really good defensive night. Just not tonight.
So, again, Gate City comes up on the short end. Of course, they'll be going and playing in the Emory-Henry Showcase game against Honaker. That ball game coming up next Friday. That will be at the King Center. Again, time, we don't know exactly when that will be, but the boys will be in Florida next Friday and next Saturday. Both those ball games, I think, scheduled to begin around 6. We'll be trying to converse and work on coverage of that, so make sure that you stay with us. We'll see what we can do on that. But, Chris, final thoughts as we sort of, end here.
They just got beat.
Yep.
I mean, they didn't beat themselves. They played well. Cherokee's just a better team. You come across that sometimes. As a coach, I much rather would get beat like this to a team that's just better than you than to just kind of give one away like I feel that they did at Boone.
Yeah, they, again, of course, talk about put those complete games together. They outplayed, Boone 2.5 out of the 4 quarters. DB, they played with them very even in the second half. That big second quarter for the Lady Indians propelled them there. But then, you take a look at other games that they've just really sort of put it together. So as they do that, and of course that's the reason why you play these games, these tournaments and out of conference. You teams you don't see, and I really wouldn't think that we're going to see much of what we saw today in the region or even in the district. So
yeah, I always feel like though that, and maybe it's just me, but losses to teams that are better than you didn't bother me as much. I mean, I hated to lose, but games like that didn't bother me as much as games that I felt like we should have won.
Yeah.
And that's the way I feel about the Boone game.
Yeah. It just
to me, that's a much worse loss than this one.
So, again, that will girls will be 3-4 overall. Of course, they're 1-0 in conference play. That's the biggest thing is if they can stay perfect in district. Of course, they took the Union Lady Bears, beat them by 22 points in their home court. So be interested to see again as they come back after Christmas. And, of course, they've got the one game, and then they'll be off until January the 3rd. And, of course, and I mentioned this a little bit earlier, and maybe the OCD and being a coach and me playing 3 games in 3 days, that's the first time they've done that. I don't know if it would have been winded or anything. I mean, it was a good team, but,
Well, like I said before, Cherokee's done the exact same thing.
Right.
So if Gay City was tired, Cherokee just as tired.
Of course, then, too, we talked about, the difference in Science Hill, which won last night against Gate City. They were 12-0. They played 12 games. I'm not sure exactly how Georgia is if they start as early, but
right.
I don't know.
That's a valid point.
And I don't know if they've played some back-to-backs too. I'm not trying to make excuses. They got beat, and that's all there is to it. But I wonder if that does factor in. But anyway, as my dad would say, it's time to shut up and go on home. You
got to hitch that sleigh.
You just got But, I want to say thank you to everybody out there for making us a part of your Saturday. Really quickly, Chris, as we always like to honor our sponsors, Law Office of Jesse Walker McNamara, stat of the night, you would say?
I'm going to say it's the 9 steals that Gay City had. That's pretty impressive.
Of course, I don't have the exact stat in front of me because but the fact of the matter, I think the offensive rebounding of Cherokee, I think that was the dominating factor, especially in the first half when it was a contested game. Everything that went up seemed like for a while there that they came down with it off of a miss and put it back, and that kind of put Gate City in that hole. And so, again, we'll go with that. Again, your stat, my stat, it doesn't matter the stat. It's the law office.
I got a stat, you got a stat.
Everybody has a stat. Law Office of Jesse Walker McNamara, again, serving residents of the region. We certainly do appreciate everything that he does. Talk about serving for years is the Play of the Night sponsor, which is by Colonial Funeral Home. Again, Colonial Funeral Home based in Weber City. Play of the Night.
I'm going to go with throw my vote for House Rights layup that she had. It's really the only open shot Gate City had all night. It was a pretty feed.